G'day,
Hello there.
I'm Aussie Robbo,
I'm Inch Gent.
and welcome to our anniversary episode.
Yeah, so it's hard to believe, but it's been a year. A year of vlogging. Not vlogging in the parks as much as we'd like, but a year nonetheless, and we're here to celebrate it. So in that vein, we are announcing a huge giveaway of Disney items, whether it be Star Wars, Funko, or otherwise. You may have seen them in the thumbnail, but we'll be showing them throughout this episode. And we'll be talking about firsts. So firsts at Disney in particular, and in the theme parks.
Flashback episode.
Flashback. So in regards to firsts, here is our first prize. You'll have seen it if you watched last week's vlog. It's a New Emo's Winnie the Pooh, complete with Stitch Bum, and a suit for him to wear. Really lovely. So hints in regards to how you enter. It's going to be a case of counting and keeping your eyes opened for one particular character. We're not going to say at this point who, but they may be behind us. And on with the first. So our first trip to Disney Park and ride at Disney Park, which would have been
Tower of Terror. So the first thing to note in that video is that we're dressed as Ewoks, basically because our friend had given us, the whole experience was a Star Wars Galactic Nights event.
Yeah.
So Star Wars themed, it was in the evening, and our friend had made Ewok ears that we had worn also in Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
But we wore them that night as well. He'd made them out of old Mickey ears.
Yeah, which is ingenious. Thank you, Ted, in Canada.
And old t-shirts. And so we're wearing those on this ride. I'd brought my camera along, my big Canon camera, so you can kind of see I'm holding something in my lap as the whole thing is happening. And we didn't really know what the ride entailed, I guess, to that extent. We'd
seen videos, but we didn't know the extent of the feeling you would get and the drop.
Yes.
We thought it would be gravity drop, not a pull you down faster than gravity drop.
So there is pretty much a look of terror on our faces.
I don't let go the whole time.
Which is pretty genuine. It's not like we're doing these fake faces or anything, which we learned, I guess, is a thing. Yeah,
so we've, since that first ride, we then started discovering, over the holiday as a whole, we discovered that it's an art form almost in having a ride photo.
Yeah. Putting on that face when you know where the camera's coming and doing a certain pose. There's one pose I've got of a guy on Aerosmith, which is amazing, which he's done. Somehow it got dumped into our photo lot when we were doing the photo pass. But we've kind of got better at doing some faces for those cameras when we know where they're coming.
Ted and Mishu were with us. They were our kind of spirit guides around our first visit to Disney, and also including a cast member called Mike. And yeah, it's...
But actually, I think some of the best photos are not necessarily when you're posing for the photo anyway. Sometimes it's just that sheer look when the camera captures what your face is doing for the surprise of the moment, I guess. And
9 out of 10 times you're going to see a face of terror on me, especially in the future when we start going on more coasters. Because I get terrified I'll do them, but I'll get terrified by them.
So the actual first coaster, which we did a couple days before, was at Universal. And
speaking of terror,
this was my first coaster ride in years. So I hadn't been on a coaster. You can see the kind of
squeaky bum time.
the genuine sort of fear going straight up and down. And then, I mean, Universal footage is a little bit strange the way they cut it together. It's very cheesy, the way they give it to you.
They give you on a DVD.
Yeah.
It's like a CD-ROM DVD. If you notice, I'm not actually on it.
Yeah, you refuse to go on.
I refuse. Because I have a thing about extreme drops. And this one for me, on that particular day, I was not feeling it. So I chickened out.
It's probably not that dramatic, but I think it was just that I hadn't been on a roller coaster in a long time. So, whatever face and you can see there is pretty genuine. And then I was pretty shook up after I came off, I think, as well.
Yeah, you looked green, grey, and like you're about to sort of go very wobbly in the knee. But you enjoyed it. I always remember him saying he enjoyed it, but he did look worse for wear for it.
Yeah. But I know I definitely would do this ride again as well, in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to try it in the future, and it'd be worth it just to see my expressions again. Me on every ride. So our next prize will be a special edition Mandalorian and Child / Grogu. That's from Funko, and it's him holding Grogu and jetting off somewhere nice, hopefully.
So the first proper character meet that we did was also on the Star Wars night. It was Chewbacca. We met him as part of the experience.
Yeah, he wasn't the most recognisable Chewbacca. He looked like he had a do.
Yeah, it's quite a coiffed Chewbacca going on there. And this was before the days of Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, so they hadn't polished it off quite as well. But it was a really good experience. It was in the Launchpad area of Hollywood Studios. And it was just after seeing all the different cast members from the Star Wars films. So yeah, we were proper hyped up. But even at that point, I decided to take my ears down because I just wanted to be cool with Chewbacca. Plus, it was hot. The prize is a baby papoose version of Stitch. And where do you normally find Stitch but the Polynesian?
And speaking Polynesian, we're going to talk about our first Disney hotel experience and also Disney purchase experience, I guess you could call it.
Because I like to purchase.
That night we met a bunch of the people from Star Wars Celebration at the bar.
We saw them around. We were there with friends who were in the 501st, and they knew friends, and we all decided, let's go for a drink somewhere, and we ended up in Trader Sam's. And that was actually our first experience, not just the resort, but actually of entering a Disney property.
So we bought a few drinks. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember any of the drinks in terms of being wowed by anything to do with them. I think it was more the experience of the container the drinks came in, and we actually bought one of those. So we bought
Captain Nemo Nautilus Tiki. We still haven't used it.
Did we bring this in the suitcase?
Yeah, because I can remember having it in the box, and yeah,
because it weighs a ton. So this is our first kind of big purchase we bought together at a Disney park or a Disney hotel.
Yeah, and if you ever get the chance to go to Trader Sam's, make the effort. Even if you're not staying at the Polynesian, make the effort. If you're of drinking age, especially, they mess around with you. They have fun. The interaction in that bar is amazing, and we can't wait to go back.
Yeah, it's a great experience. They have a whole thing going on with the weather coming in and in the inside, and then the bar people kind of act out stuff as they're going along. And
depending on what drink you order, there's little things that happen with each drink, especially the cocktails. But also, if you sit on certain seats, the bar staff will mess with you, and they've got the power to lower and raise the bar stools.
Don't they also go around and spray water as if it's raining?
You don't want to. What is it? Anger the? Is it the sea witch or the tiki witch? There's a witch who's in the roof. But yeah, there's. It's amazing. It's just an amazing experience, and that was our first Disney experience, proper Disney experience. Speaking of purchases, here's the next prize, and we're going outside to the Stratford Westfield Disney store. Are you there, Darren? So I'm here in the Westfield Stratford, and the search for the next prize in the giveaway continues. Quite busy here, not too bad in this section, but just be wary that if you're going to come here or any shopping centre, you're going to get confronted by people not wearing masks, etc., and mass groups of people. Something to consider. And but let's see if the Disney store in Westfield has more than they had in central London yesterday, and see what they've got on display apart from new emos. Success, kind of. So we're at Stratford, and they've actually got pretty much the whole range. They haven't got any of the new ones, so they must still be stuck on the boat. But this little lady is coming home with me. It's coming home with me. It's coming home with me. So add Minnie to the prize fund. I know we've got some Stitch fans, so this one's being added to the collection. But have you been keeping your eye out?
there are so many plushes in here today. So I'd say that was a success, finally. So added to the prize giveaway is a baby Stitch. Comes complete with papoose.
Left when possible to support social distancing within the centre.
And a New Emos mini to go with the Winnie the Pooh and his outfit. I would have got a dress for her, but there isn't anything in stock at the moment. But we've got 3 New Emos prizes, so that should be more than enough to get you started if you've never ventured into New Emos. And that will take you back to the studio/flat.
So our first day at Magic Kingdom and our first parade at Magic Kingdom will be the next first for us. Speaking of which, here's everything represented in one plush for Magic Kingdom and the castle, Cinderella's castle. It's a Minnie Mouse main attraction for December last year, collectible. And she's got fireworks and the castle, and that's the next prize in the grand prize draw. Yeah, our first visit to Magic Kingdom, it was pretty much the best day ever, wasn't it? It kept its promise.
Yeah.
We were there from quite early till late, I think.
Yeah. We bought our first pair of Mickey ears. So our first pair of ears were, of course, Star Wars themed, and I got the C-3PO ones, and Darren got the R2-D2 ones,
which are stored somewhere we can't find. They used to be kept together. But also what comes with Magic Kingdom is your first walk down Main Street, your first view of the castle, and also your first snack. And I believe our first snack was a Mickey's Premium Ice Cream Bar. Apparently, looking at the date, it was all it promised to be, an ice cream and a chocolate encased bar. It was fine, but we're looking forward to going back and trying all the more imaginative ones in the future.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something I'm looking forward to next time, is trying a lot of the snacks. You know, watching other people's videos, you see how many different snacks they're trying, and I think we didn't do that enough on our past couple of visits, so we'll be certainly eating a lot more sugar rubbish, as I like to think of it.
Sugar rubbish, yeah, as he tells me off. But also that day we were given the opportunity to have like a reserved area to watch one of the parades, one of the big parades. I can't actually remember what name of the parade it was. If you know the name, please tell us down there, because we had an amazing time and I'd like to know which one it is so I can look back on other videos. But yeah, we had reserved seating with our friends, and we got to get like a really, really close-up view of Chip and Dale, princesses, who else? Oh, Donald Duck. I got winked at and kissed to from Daisy Duck, which seems to be becoming a thing with me and Daisy Duck. Might be because I was wearing a Donald Duck t-shirt. But our friend Mish also was wearing a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers t-shirt, and he got hugged by, I think it was Chip, possibly Chip, and or Dale. And that made his day as well. And we stayed there until well into late night, didn't we? Where we got some really beautiful photos as well.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So that was our first visit to the Magic Kingdom, and it was the best day ever. So our Canadian friends Ted and Mish were also showing us Hidden Mickeys, the art form that is Hidden Mickeys. And as such, this is the next prize. It's a kind of encyclopedia, a hunting Hidden Mickeys, the complete hunting of Hidden Mickeys, and it's been upgraded to last year, 2020, when nobody was actually in the parks. So it covers Star Wars Galaxy's Edge as well. So that's your next prize. But in regards to the day where we started doing Hidden Mickeys, I would sort of say our first one-of-a-kind experience, for me personally, was meeting a couple of my favourite Muppets randomly in Epcot.
Yeah, and you only did that because we basically put your hand up for you and said that you want to do it.
Yeah, I was stood in front of you all, I think, and I didn't even realise you were putting your hands up, and you were behind me.
Yeah, because we were egging you on to go, and they were asking for a volunteer, and I guess no one had, and we thought, you know, you like the Muppets, so why not?
Yeah, let's have a look at what happened.
I have no idea where I parked the car.
Darren, I have an idea. Just place your key in every keyhole. Hope it unlocks the door. Good luck, though. There's about 40,000 cars in that parking lot to choose from. Well, give him a round of applause, everyone. Thank you, Darren. Good job, sir. Let's get a younger person. The future of science.
I was so kind of mortified, but at the same time, I kind of lost all track of anybody being around me because all I kept concentrating on was the voices coming from these magic puppets that I had no idea how they were being controlled.
And they did refer to you by name at the end, so there must have been some guy in a booth somewhere listening to what was going on. And
He was probably sat in the Starbucks just over the way from there with the microphone.
The Starbucks that's no longer there, is it?
Yeah, no longer there.
The camera's watching, Darren. Try it on. Be daring, Darren. Try it on. Don't be boring, Darren. Try it on.
Wow. You can't talk.
Try it on. Try it on. Nope. Boo, boo, boo.
So, Darren, why didn't you try it on?
I didn't mean to buy it. I didn't mean to buy it. So this, yeah. First regretful purchase. This is the first time I've worn it since I bought it. Yeah, it's so fetching. I saw Jen Tracker wearing it, so I thought, I must have it.
Is that why you bought it?
No, I just liked it because it was shiny.
It's very Back to the Future, but
That's what I was thinking.
if you tried it on, maybe you might not have bought it because you would have seen how badly it fit.
I look like an elderly lady sat on the seafront in the shiny cap, Mac, chips. Yeah, first regretful purchase and not the last.
So speaking of face masks,
To cover up those faces, here's the next prize, which is a sealed pack of Disney masks for when you go back to the parks or when you're just out and about in general. They're size medium. They do tend to run quite large, we found before. So, but yeah, they're all Mickey and Minnie patterned. So that's your next prize. So we're on to our final prize, and this one is, I think this was really fantastic. It's the much sought after unofficial Disney Parks cookbook by Ashley Craft. You can also check her out on Instagram. She's got a really good account. And this time it's going to be our first movie on Disney property.
yeah, so we went to see,
Coco.
yes,
It just come out in America while we were there. And
I think that was your choice because I actually wanted to see another movie.
I can't remember what you wanted.
I wanted to see Lady Bird.
Oh yeah, but we saw that eventually. We're in Disney. Let's do Disney. And it's a long time since I've been to a movie theatre in the US, and I was kind of like a kid in a candy shop.
Yeah, and you also bought some popcorn with the strangest popcorn butter thing that I've ever seen.
Yeah, keep your eye out for how much popcorn butter I squirt on that bucket.
It's kind of, in my head, I kind of think it's disgusting because I'm like, it doesn't look like butter. It doesn't look anything like butter to me. I guess it's melted butter. I don't know what it is.
So I used to work in the cinema, and I can tell you it's actually melted butter, but it's like a salted butter that you melt down. You literally put a block of butter in a heater, and it just...
And by the end, you can kind of see my surprise and shock about how much whatever that liquid is that he's putting on his popcorn.
And it was really late at night, and I regretted it the next morning because I had really bad stomachache the next morning when we were going to the parks.
And I did actually sleep through the film, as I do most cartoons.
Any animation in a theatre, Rob's fast off about halfway through. Missed
I had a good half hour nap in that one as well.
Yeah.
But it was late after a long day, so that's my defence.
Now for the important stuff. This is open to all subscribers in US, Canada, mainland Europe, UK and Ireland. All you need to do is firstly subscribe to the channel below. Follow us on Twitter or Instagram, one or all or both. Comment below with how many different versions of Grogu you've seen / Baby Yoda, not how many times you've seen him. And all entries must be in by midnight on Sunday the 2nd of May, and the winner will be randomly picked with the random software name chooser. We'll let everyone know the same week.
And one lucky winner will get all of the prizes. So please let us know some of your Disney park firsts as well. We'd love to hear them. And thanks for watching over the past year, and hopefully we'll have some more adventures in the next
more fun
couple of
in
years.
the next few weeks and months to come. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.